Heyo YouTube, what's up? JBZ here, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you guys some effective tips to get you started on your day one of using your stamina so that you can work your way towards getting Aizawa, which is by far one of the best PvP units for a long time to come. I've been playing from the Taiwanese server and then coming back over here, and the fact that they're giving us a chance to get him for free really means a lot. And so I'm going to try to do my best to get you guys started and get you going. First thing and first foremost though, there is one unit you can actually get for free, minus the base characters you are going to get from the game. It's Froppy. Froppies have been offered for free, and it's one of the events that you definitely should focus on at the very beginning of the game. If you go over to the internship here, it's on the trial guidance. It's right at the top. You're going to want to get this done like the first day you're playing, immediately. You get all their shards, and it actually gives you a timer. For us, it was like 9 hours or something on that day for that thing. The event goes from the 19th all the way to the 22nd, so as you can see, this event is really short. You get Froppy on the first day you play. So, as long as you do all of these quests, which are really, really easy, you get a free character. So that is 4 characters to start you off right off the bat. And the reason why we have to go into this is that you have the Hero Trial Assembly, which is where you get the Aizawa shards. And with this, a lot of the beginning of the game is pretty much just collecting characters and getting your main 3 leveled up to a certain point. And as you can see, when we get higher, you're going to have 80. 80 is going to be kind of the cap, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. And the biggest thing you're going to want to do, stamina-wise, is to push through with the story. As most gacha games, you guys know this in general, is you want to push that story as hard as possible. When you are not pushing story, however, and you're at that point where you're stuck and you have to do side quests and then you're out of side quests, the one place you are going to be visiting at this point is to look towards your characters. So for me, my main team is Momo, Uraka, and of course, Bakugo. Those are the main 3 characters that I have picked. And for you, you're going to be picking whatever your main 3 characters are. You're going to want to get your focus to those 3 as soon as possible and push those guys to 80 as quick as possible first. This is all in conjunction with the Aizawa event, and you're going to want to be able to do that as soon as possible, right? So when you have these characters and you are stuck in the game at some point in time, you're going to be looking at their upgrade mats and what they possibly need. Of course, you might need money, but most of the time you're going to need XP. So, what you're going to do is you're going to come over to this UH University icon down here, and then you're going to go to Solo. Once you do that, you're then going to go to Supply. Once you come to Supply, you have all of these XP gates, essentially, or some kind of farming materials. You're mainly going to go to the one that has Deku on it with the cafeteria, and once you come here, you're going to then farm these for food mats if you need XP for your character. If you don't need XP for your character, you can come to All Might to get some cash if you're low and you're going to run out. Not so much at the beginning of the game, but there's going to be a point. So you may want to keep this one in your pocket. The other 2 are last priority, technically. If your character is fully maxed out and you've already finished all of that to begin with, that's fine and that's good. Then you can move. I would recommend doing the reinforcement gate, which will help you level up your cards, making your character stronger and getting more BP on your account, which is going to be huge. The data collection is something you can start on a little bit later. And if you do need the XP regardless, you can go ahead and farm this as well, as leveling up your main gear sets is going to be useful for you at the end of the day. But if I had to do priorities, it would be cafeteria, followed by bounty, and then of course reinforcement. This is again only being done if you are completely gated within the story and you've completed all of the green side quests. So if you come here and all of these dailies are done, or if you're down here and all the side quests are done and this is red, that is where you would go to get this done. Alright, so now, this is going to take a little bit longer, but you do technically get another character in the game, and I kind of wanted to show you this here, and that is on the hero list, aka the battle pass of this game. And when you go here, you're going to have the contribution rewards. Of course, you have the free-to-play here, and the ultra pass, which is more if you buy into it, but we're not going to cover that. We're just going to cover the free one. So if you go through this battle pass, it's going to take you a little bit of time to get here. You do get Ojiro at level 60. He is another free character you should totally work towards, and another reason why I mentioned this is segueing into how to be efficient with everything that we're doing right now, is because the shop. That's right, if you go down to, as long as you guys are doing these contribution targets, which you should get done as long as you're playing the game, you have the weekly quests as well as the challenge quests, which will kind of take you through a lot of things here. You can join super battles, you have logins, things like that, right? And where's this all going? It's the contribution exchange, one of the biggest parts of the game, which is going to help you early as well, and we were able to do this. And it is on the, should be second line here, but I kind of bought it already because, I used it. But that is the stamina, the candy piles. There are candy piles in this game. They have pretty much to give you extra stamina, depending what their worth is. This one in particular gives you 25 stamina, which is really good. It's pretty much half of what you get for what you start with, right? And so by doing this battle pass, even as a free-to-play player, you will get enough stars to purchase some of these candy piles, which will use you on that day one experience to help you boost this up. This is one of those ways that you can achieve to get stamina. Now, speaking of stamina in general, other ways to get stamina outside of the battle pass through this is if we go up here, you press the plus sign. These are the candies I was talking about. This you get from a weekly battle pass, which I will show you, or not weekly battle pass, it's more of a weekly just purchase pass. It's a stamina pack that I'll cover in a second. This candy right here, you will actually get from being in an active guild. The more active the guild is, the reward at the end of the entire bar, which I'll show you right now. We go to Alliance, and we go to daily donation. Here you go. There are 3 cases that you get per day. So the more active the guild is, the better it is for you. And if you do get the final one here, you actually get a candy. And this one gives you 10 stamina. So it's not that much, but it's something. So, you know, definitely if you want, get yourself in a guild, an active one, as soon as possible, and make sure they're logging in, and so you can get 1 stamina off of that. That really helps you out, right? Another place that you can get stamina as well is, of course, your friends list. This is one of the biggest things here. Now, one thing to note on the friends list, though, is that you are capped for now. In general, here, as you can see, you can send a quick gift to as many friends as you'd like. However, you can only claim 5 stamina's worth. That is the biggest thing to take away here. So although you are going to have a lot of friends online, and you want to add as many people as you want, that's totally fine. Just know you can only claim 5 of that stamina, and that is it. So while you're going to have a lot to claim, you can't claim it all. Keep that in mind, but hey, it's a way, and that's 5 stamina's worth. That's huge. That's literally going to save you some time. And of course, the other way to do it is the dorm. When you go to the dorm, every single day, you get 25 stamina from there as well. And so, like, I'm going to go in here. I don't think I grabbed mine just yet, but as we load in, you're going to go into whichever one. Most of you are only going to have 1 dorm to start with. You're going to see this little candy dispenser in the back here, which has a little soda can at the top. That's where your stamina is. I would personally hold off to grab that until you use all your initial energy. It's the same as if you were grabbing energy out of a mailbox or any other gacha game. So, use that as you will. One of the biggest ones, though, I would pay attention to, because this one is actually timed. You don't want to miss this as much as possible, because otherwise it's going to cost you coins, is the cafeteria. You're going to click on the nice little present box up at the top. And when you go here, you're going to go to Hero Supply. At certain times of the day, you are going to get 25 stamina. So you do have to be logged in at a certain time for these, but you really don't want to miss this. You want to grab this, and again, that's going to help you progress your account some more. This actually helped me a lot on day 1. We were able to grab all 3 perfectly on time, and we were able to get the punch that we needed. So make sure not to miss the Hero Supply. That is most important when stamina. Now, after you run out of all those options, right, let me just show you one real quick one. And this one is, again, this is for those of you who are willing to kind of put a little bit into the game. And I'm going to see if I can find the pack. Here it is. It's the Weekly Sugar Rush. And this is one of the packs. It's $4.99, for an entire week's worth. And this stamina pack will also help you progress through the count. This is only if you want to spend money. Again, if you don't want to, you don't have to. They do have these daily packs as well that give this candy right here. It's $1. But again, this is only if you're going to put some money into the game. If you don't want to have to worry about it, you still have a lot of stamina from all the free sources I just mentioned. And of course, the final biggest way, which you may have noticed at the top, is the cans itself, is hero coins. You're going to want to do this absolutely last. Although I will recommend on like the first couple days of playing that, and you do get a lot of coins back anyway, even as a free player, go ahead and redeem a lot of these. If you don't want to redeem the full 10 usage for stamina, for whatever reason it might be, go to about 6, maybe 5, before, if you don't want to recharge all the way. On that note, by the way, quick edit. If you are actually going for Aizawa, you're not going to be saving any stamina. Those refreshes I talked about, you're going to be using them all. Any stamina you can find anywhere, possibly, that you're using it all. If you are pushing for Aizawa, I can't stress this enough. I should have stressed it before, but I'm doing it now. You're spending all your stamina! And that's all. That's a quick edit. But I would highly recommend, if you're kind of going through the gate, first day of the game, just buy it all, redeem it all. But again, this is the last thing you want to do, because the hero coins are very important, which brings me to my next topic. Hero coins in general. Don't spend them on banners. I know it may seem tempting at the beginning of the game. Don't forget you get pre-reg rewards, right? They should be out in your box now for most of us. You should have received it as long as you're on NA. So you're going to get tickets. I almost have enough to do another pool, actually. But yeah, don't go and spend your hero coins early to go and purchase, or, you know, try to get pools. Because once you do that, you're going to actually hinder yourself a lot, because you're not going to have a chance to get stamina. You're going to be stuck and frustrated, and you really don't want that to happen. So make sure you are saving up those hero coins. Stamina is your biggest priority. You're trying to push your day 1 account into that day 2. And day 2 and on, which I will cover later, there's a lot more important stuff that we're going to get into. So that is how you want to really work with your account and kind of go through all the options. Again, just to, you know, reiterate to you guys, pick only 3 characters to work on. That's the biggest thing. My account, I have this, but I did this because I put money into the game. Don't worry about that. If you want me to explain that to you, I can. But yeah, 3 main characters, focus on that. Get your Froppy as soon as possible when you're getting into this game. You know, keep in a sidetrack mind of the Aizawa challenges that you're going to go through. You're going to get a lot of the units anyway. Again, you're going to get pulls and stuff as you play through the campaign. Push story as hard as possible, and when you're completely out of stamina, make sure you go to those stamina sources I mentioned, and you should be set to go for your day 1 experience. I hope this video helped you a lot, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Until then, catch you next time, guys.